Well, let's restart. Oh, here's a new scene with Tosaka. Well, let's check it out. What should I do for lunch? It's been a long time since I went to the cafeteria, and I suppose I could have that B-set meal where everything in it tastes like meat, but no, I'm not that hungry. I guess I'll decide after I find someone to eat with first. Oh, there's Tosaka. Hey, it's lunchtime already. She's still the same as I saw her in the morning, staggering through the halls, barely awake. Quite unbecoming of our school's #1 honor student. Wait, something about her is off.
どうした、Tosaka?
あら、エミヤくん。
Once she hears my voice, Tosaka is back to her usual self again. Her in-school act of false modesty is the same as ever, but there's definitely something not quite right.
すごい顔で歩いてたけど、大丈夫か？
すごい顔って、女の子相手に容赦ないわね、シロも。私がどうかしたって？
Well, it's pretty clear how bad her condition is, but I can't say that. And thus Tosaka-rin changes back to her usual impeccable self. What was wrong earlier?
いや、ならいいけど。昼飯どうするんだ？
屋上で食べようかなって思ってたところ。そういうあなたは戦略あるの？
ない。じゃあ一緒に食べよう。ちょっと俺の分を買ってくるから、また後で。
Thus agreed, we part ways. I go to the cafeteria to buy sandwiches and bread and 2 cups of tea for me and Tosaka. It'll cool soon and she'll start complaining. Trying my best not to keep her waiting, I hurry up. Going up the stairs, Tosaka looks dizzy again. I wonder what she was doing all night. Before my very eyes, Tosaka collapses, like a toy that had its batteries yanked out. I rush up to her. She had fallen just as she reached the top of the stairs.
大丈夫か、Tosaka?
This isn't like her. I really should have told her to go have some rest instead. As I lift up her body, I notice she has a fever. She doesn't seem to be conscious. I can't let her just lie here. I should carry her to the infirmary.
ごめん、Tosaka.
I apologize as I lift her up. I can feel the strength draining from her body, but even as she goes slack, she remains surprisingly light in my arms. As she opens her eyes, she whispers.
バカ、そんな風にしなくても。
強がってる場合か。気分悪くないか？
少し。
She's lying limp in my arms. I'm worried about the glances I'm getting, but if I don't get Tosaka to the infirmary quickly, her condition might worsen.
シロ。
After leaving Tosaka at the infirmary, I wait outside in the corridor. In my hand, I hold our uneaten lunches. Until I know how she's doing, I can't go on eating it calmly. Our tea has gone cold too, of course.
いや、Tosaka。もう大丈夫なのか？
Although the color hasn't completely returned to her face, she's walking more steadily now, and it doesn't look like she's in danger of falling over again.
シロ、まだお昼は食べてないの
Tosakaを待ってたからな。ちゃんと持ってきたぞ。
じゃあ、行きましょうか。
And with that, she starts walking away. Tosaka had been in the infirmary for no more than 10 minutes. Isn't she overdoing it? Is it really alright for her to be walking around like this? Keeping my voice down, I call out to her.
きついのなら、今度はおぶってくぞ。
そこまでシロの手を煩わせられないわよ。こっちこっち。
We go to a corner of the roof where we are unlikely to be spotted by other students. Coming this far out must mean that she doesn't want anyone to overhear our discussion.
遠坂、イギリス帰りで風邪ひいたのか？旅行帰りだと気が緩んで、帰ったら途端に体調を崩すことがあるだろ？だからそれじゃないかと。
No reply. I sit beside her and nibble at some bread. Without any conversation, it feels really uncomfortable. Oh yeah, there's the drink I bought.
これ冷めてるからありがたさは半分以下だろうけど。
ありがとう。
She thanks me meekly. She's been so listless ever since I ran into her earlier. The lack of her usual vigor is making me feel awkward too.
さっきは迷惑かけたわね、エミヤくん。
ん？ね、あれぐらい。遠坂が無事ならそれでいいさ。
In fact, it's rare to get the chance to hold Tosaka like that. A good side benefit.
確かにエミヤくんの言う通り、冬木の土地に戻ってきて気が緩んだのかもね。朝は平気だと思ってたんだけど、また具合悪くなってきて。
Tosaka touches her arm. For her arm to hurt to the point of her collapsing, it could only be a serious fracture. But if you think of what else is in her arm, the cause becomes clear.
魔術刻印なのか？
This is certainly something that should not be discussed in a loud voice. She looks around for a moment before nodding. A mage's inheritance is a crystallized mystery. In other words, lifetime achievements by the previous magi transformed into a circuit and inherited by the descendants, the magic crest. I don't have one, but Tosaka's is in the form of an ancestral mark engraved on her arm.
これ、簡単に言うと、遠坂家のご先祖様を私の腕に移植してるみたいなものだから。
ゾッとしない話だな。
Tosaka's metaphor is in bad taste, but she gets the meaning across. In other words, it's like the Magi ancestors carving their tenacity into the body of their children. This isn't a convenient tool, but rather something that reeks of a curse or a grudge.
子供の頃からいろいろ鳴らしているんだけど、周期が合わなくなるとね。あの場にシローがいて助かったわ。まあ、お姫様抱っこで連れて行かれるとは思ってもいなかったけど。
他に方法なかったんだから仕方ないだろう。
ああ、嫌がってるんじゃないのよ。あなたって見かけによらず大胆だなってぼーっとしながら思ったりしただけね。
Listening to Tosaka speak, I smile wryly. Even considering it was done on the spur of the moment, it was still pretty bold of me. After all, I did carry off Tosaka-rin, the school's #1 honor student. I'm more worried about what they are going to say about her than me. Nevertheless, as we are talking, the mood is getting brighter.
だいぶ元気になったな。飯食ったからか？
そうかも。ってわけじゃなくて、少し休んで集中すれば刻印は抑制できるわよ。うだ。
That's good. Her expression seems better than before, and her appetite seems to have returned as well. With the little time that is left of lunch break, Tosaka talks to me as she wraps her lunchbox.
仮できちゃったわね。
なんでさ、こっちこそ仮を作ってばっかりだからな。これでようやく一つ総裁だろ。
おとなしくお返しの一つくらいさせなさい。いつあなたに作ったんだかわからない菓子の総裁にされても面白くないわよ。
What she said just now was so very Tosaka-like that I find myself unable to suppress a grin. It seems like she really is back to normal.
よしよし、わかった。じゃあ今度デートするとか。
I'm feeling so relaxed that it just slips out before I can stop myself.
いいわよ。いつにする？
は？
I don't believe it. She nodded with no hesitation at all. What a foolish man to grasp hopelessly at stars beyond his reach.
そうね。信徒に に遊びに行くっていうのはいいわね。お買い物もたくさんあるし。
いや、いいのか遠坂。
だってシローが行きたいんでしょ、私とデートに。
You're right, but it's impossible for me to answer this. Should I have asked for something much more difficult to fulfill? But I don't want to get caught up in the moment here and end up saying something weird that wrecks the mood.
じゃあ決まりね。週末に遊びに行きましょう。
了解。あ、セイバーには言わなくていいよな、これは。
連れてきても構わないけど。
Hehe, she laughs, as though implying that I'd be far too cowardly to go on a date with a girl without backup. Which isn't the case at all, of course. I was only trying to show I was prepared to go along with it, if that's what Tosaka wanted.
もちろん正々堂々1対1を希望する。
分かってるわ。私も望むところよ。
It's starting to feel more like we're discussing an impending duel than a date. Since a date with Tosaka is serious business, it won't do to make careless mistakes.
と、予例か。
そうね。そろそろ。さっきのあれ、誰か見てたらなんて言われるのやら。
遠坂は仕方ないだろう。むしろ抱えてた俺の方が大変な目に遭う。
Especially from Issei. Though if I say that it was emergency first aid, I'm sure he'll understand.
そうね。じゃあその分もデートでしっかり埋め合わせするってことで。楽しみにしててね、エミヤくん。
Made a promise to go on a date with Rin! A new scene has appeared in the special collection. Nice! Oh, there's actually an important scene. Well, let's skip that one for now and go on a date with Rin, shall we? With someone. With Tosaka. Go to Shinto. I promised Tosaka that we'd go on a date sometime. The weather's nice, so maybe today would be good.
おい、遠坂。あれ、いない。
What's up with that? I wonder as I absent-mindedly pace next to her door. And
先輩、姉さんなら家に戻られましたけど。
ああ、そうなんだ。サンキュー、さくら。
looks like she went straight home after we ate. Just my luck.
何か姉さんに用があるんですか？
いや、なんでもない。ちょっと遠坂の貸しを清算しようと思って。
はあ、もしかして姉さんって先輩からお金を借りてるんですか？
My mouth hangs open at her ridiculous suggestion. Wouldn't it make more sense for me to be the one borrowing money?
姉さん、大丈夫かな？
Sakura tilts her head in thought. I head for the living room. I'll call Tosaka's house and ask her out over the phone. Naturally, I'm quite nervous.
はい、遠坂ですが。
脅かすなよ、遠坂。
エミヤくんこそいきなりのご挨拶ね。
Somehow she sounds somewhat vague and evasive. Fortunately, there's no one around to overhear me, but I cover the receiver and whisper into it anyway.
なんだ。遠坂、今日時間空いてるか？
一応はね。
じゃあ、シントに遊びに行かないか？前の貸し借り云々の件で。
ええ、いいわよ。何時にする？
本当か？それなら11時にシントの駅前で。
うん、わかった。じゃあ、エミヤくん。
Tosaka accepted that invitation awfully quickly. It's unlike her to accept it without complaint, and that worries me, but a promise is a promise.
ちょっと出かけてくる。
リンとのデートですか？
Why is Ryder here all of a sudden?
聞いてたのか。
ええ、ほんの少し。口調が楽しそうだったので、相手はリンかと思いましたが。
実はそうなんだが。そういえばセイバーはどうしてるかな。
セイバーでしたら部屋に戻っているようですね。珍しく私から本を借りていったのですが。
I see. I guess there's no need to go and talk to her then. First, I need to worry about the date with Tosaka.
それでは、いってらっしゃい、シロ。こちらのことはお気遣いなく。さくらには出かけて夕方には戻ってくると伝えておきます。
わかった。よろしく頼む。じゃあ。遅れてるのかな、遠坂。
It's just about 11 o'clock. It's difficult to contact each other once we've both gone out. There's nothing I can do except wait for her to arrive, but it's times like these that I really wish I had a cell phone.
まあ、少し遅れても遠坂なら仕方ないか。
She seemed pretty half-hearted about it over the phone, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that she'd make me wait. I'll use the time to plan out what we should do.
映画かな。フェイトゼロとタイガー道場劇場版か。なんだあれ、本当に上映してるのか。
Let's see what else is there to do. We'll watch a movie, have lunch, and maybe head over to the beachside park afterwards. It would be nice if there were better picnic spots or amusement parks in the area, but I can't think of any others.
20分
Now she's just late. I'll call my place just to make sure. Maybe she left a message for me.
公衆電話減ったな。探しにくい。
I managed to locate a phone booth.
はい、エミヤでございます。
ああ、さくら、俺だけど。
先輩ですか？お出かけだったと思ったんですけども、何かありました？
いや、ちょっと確認の電話。遠坂から何か伝言入ってないか？
いえ、何も姉さんからは連絡はありません。まだ家にいるんじゃないでしょうか。
そっか。わかった。わざわざどうもな。
I returned the receiver to its cradle. Nobody's heard from Tosaka. At this point, I might as well call her house again. If I can't get a hold of her, I suppose I can take it to mean she's already on her way. In that house, something as sensible as an answering machine would be. Actually, I think she does have one. I can leave her a message, so that way, even if we end up missing each other.
はい、遠坂ですが。
待て。
How could she be picking up the phone?
もしもし、エミヤですが、遠坂だよな。
そうよ。私の他に誰がこの家で電話を取ると思ってるのよ。
そりゃそうだが。あんな遠坂、今そっち何時だ
11時25分。
11時にシントで待ち合わせしたよな。
I hear a faint intake of breath. That's weird. Her breathing sounds racked.
あ、私の家の時計が進んでるわけじゃないの。ね。
おい、大丈夫か遠坂。変だぞ。何かあったのか？
変？そんなことないわよ。私、
Just then I hear the sound of something collapsing. A chill goes down my spine and churns my stomach.
おい、遠坂、大丈夫か？
平気よ。ちょっと転んだ。
Tosaka's voice on the line grows fainter and fainter until suddenly I hear a sharp thud. Did Tosaka drop the receiver?
遠坂、おい、返事をしろ。何があったんだ？
There's nothing but silence on the other end. I don't know what's going on, but it sounds like Tosaka's fainted at home. That much is certain. I hate to think about it, but if she's been attacked by someone... I slam down the receiver and run to the bus stop. Before I have time to think about it, my body moves on its own. I impatiently drop the bus fare into the coin slot before jumping off and running at full tilt towards Tosaka's house. In the worst case scenario, I'll probably have to call an ambulance. No, since her house also serves as her workshop, she really wouldn't want outsiders in there. If it's more than I can handle on my own, I'll have to call Sakura or Seba for backup.